Afternoon, everyone. So the problem statement is to create a to-do list app using React.js. So let's discuss the problem statement in brief. So we have to create a to-do list app. The features that are involved in the project are fetch and show the to-do items from the API, which is this JSON placeholder, and then we have to add the to-do item, make a post call to the above URL, and save it in the React state. This will be a dummy request, and then we have to update the item and put a which will be a put request and delete which will be a delete request. So these are the features that we need to build in this project. So the tools that we are going to use are VS Code, React.js, and the npm package that we are going to use are uh, react icons, react notification component. These are the npm packages, github pages, and bootstrap. These are the packages we are going to use. Then let's move on to the main file. This is the main file index.js, where we are selecting the element with id root from the index.html in the public folder. This is the folder, and this is the place where everything in React we are doing will get rendered. So this is the root. Then here we are what we are here doing is we are rendering the app component. So let's move on to the app, and in the app what we are doing is we are importing header, to do container, and footer in the here. This is the react notification component where which is rendering up all the notification. Then we are rendering the header component in the app. So header component is inside the components folder where we have created header.js file. In the header functional component, what we are doing is we are creating a navbar which consists of navbar icon as well as the navbar title. So, and this will get rendered in the app. Then we are creating a to-do container which gets rendered in the app after calling this. So here what we are doing is in the to-do container, we are importing the functions add task handler, delete task, fetch to do, and update task. So in the API we have created it in the index.js. This is the URI from where we have to fetch the to do. So fetch to do is the function which fetches all the to do items from the to do's API. Then there is another function add task handler which is used to fetch the URL and then post it in that API. Then there is a delete task. Delete task is the method to delete a particular task from the API, to do's API. Then there is update task which is used to update a particular task from the to do's API. So these are the methods we are going to use in the to do container. So later on, what we are doing here is we are setting up the loading state. These are the state variable that are is loading, id is to do are the state variable we are going to use. Is is used to check whether the state is in editing state or not. Then we are using notification variable to display the notification at the top right corner. Then there is use effect. Use effect hook is used to fetch and get the to do details. So it is used. We are here fetching up the to dos for using the fetch to do method, so that it is rendered only once from the API, and we are showing the notification if it is not rendering, and if it get render, we will show it in progress. Then we are seeing the method which is known as completed, which is used to check whether the task is completed or not. It gets executed if the task gets completed, and we are setting up the changing the state set to do using this method, and we are then showing the add notification. Then similarly update handler, here as well we are setting up the calling the update task button to update a particular task and then show the notifications, and changing the state of set is edit. Then we are in delete handler as well, we are uh, calling the delete task function to delete a particular task based on the id, and then showing up the notification as task deleted successfully if it successful, and changing the state set to do. Then we are This add data function is used to add a new to do task. So here we are doing here we are displaying if the task if we have successfully added the task using the add task handler method, then we will show the notification as added task successfully. So here this is the method to add a task particularly. So here these are the functional component from we are rendering in the to do container, that is add task and show task. In the add task we are creating a form to add a particular task where this is the input tag and this is the input icon. Inside the input icon there is a icon or image we have created, and this is the input where we are taking it from the user. And if we have to edit, so we have to click it in this button, or if we have to add, so it is based upon the whether we have already added the task or we have to create a new task. Based on that we have to click that button, it will display that button. Then there is show task, which will display all the tasks in the form of card group based upon the id. So it is the show task is the function to display all the tasks. So these are the various functions or components we have created in this todo container. So let's move on to the output section. So this is the output section. So here we are fetching first of all the data from the API. So these are the various data already present in the API. Then in order to add a particular task, we will write here as, so here we have added a task. So here we are getting the notification as task added successfully. So here we are able to see that we have added a task. In order to edit a task, we can click on that task and click on edit button and select it and make it makes changes in the task and click on this save button. It will get toggled upon clicking on this edit button. Now it is getting add button. Now in order to make it complete, mark as complete, we can click on this check bar icon to mark it as complete. In order to delete this task, we can click on task delete button. If we have to edit the task which is already present in the API, we can click on this edit button, and if we have made some changes like this, then we click on save button, it will get saved in this. And in order to make it as complete, we can click it on this checkmark circle, and in order to delete this task we can click on delete button. So this is the project I have built, and these are the features I have applied. I hope you like the project. Thank you.